So when it comes to schoolwork, students are already expected to have two assignments per week. So every Monday, I briefly talk about them, but at the end of every week, Friday at midnight, they have two assignments due. One of them is a progress report. What that progress report is, it's just basically a summary of all the work they've been doing that entire week. And they just send it on its learning, submit it there, and I am able to look at it later. Um, I don't want to have like daily assignments just because speech and debate is kind of a drawn out process. So I feel that it'd be better if we just like limit it to a week where I'm able to see what they did that week, what progress they've made in their events, and so on. The other event that they're responsible for is peer sessions with their other teammates. So what this entails is that every student is in charge of getting together on their own time with one or with two other teammates. During this time, they're expected to work together, collaborate, help each other out on any event that they're working on, and to kind of get themselves ready for competition. So during class, the expectation is that they're working towards their progress report that is due by the end of the week, making sure that they're being productive, making sure that they're using their time wisely. Some kids also choose to do the peer sessions during class, which is absolutely fine. But I strongly emphasize that they try to work on that during like outside of school hours, just because, especially when it comes to the novices or the people that are new to this activity, I want them to really work with people that have done this before, returners, debate 2, 3, and 4 people that are really able to provide that extra support and guidance towards making sure that they're on their right track. Some of the things to look out for is that we will actually be hosting a tournament with Springwoods High School in October 28th through the 31st. So what this means is that a lot of the Memorial High School students are going to be kind of ready to help out during the tournament the day that they're not competing. So because this is a swing tournament, which means that two schools are hosting during one single weekend, the expectation is that Memorial will compete when Springwoods is hosting the tournament, and when Memorial hosts the tournament, they will be assisting the tournament in whatever it needs. Usually the tournaments are only a weekend thing, so in this case it would have been the 30th through the 31st. However, with the pandemic going on, and since a lot of things are going to be virtual, including the tournament, what's going to happen is that there are going to be some events that are pre-recorded and sent into the tournament. And starting the 28th, which I believe is a Wednesday, the judges that are hired for the tournament will be viewing the pre-recorded videos and starting to rank them for the tournament. I think for events like LD, Lincoln Douglas debate, and public forum, those are going to be live and happening over Zoom, I expect, and those should be happening Friday and Saturday for sure. So for the tournament, students are required to get judges. What this means is that they have to ask anyone that's above 18 years and ask them if they might be willing to volunteer their time for that weekend that we're hosting the tournaments. What this entails is that judges just like rank the rounds, rank the tournament, see like who in their eyes is worthy of moving past into what would be eventually the final rounds. If the student is new to the program, if this is their first year doing debate, they're only required to find 2 judges. Everyone else that's debate 2, 3, and 4, which means that they're returners, have to find 3. It's really important that we get in all our judges, just because whenever judges are lacking in tournaments, it usually makes it run behind. It usually makes things a little bit more complicated on our end, the people that are kind of like running the whole thing. So we really encourage, if you're a parent or if you know a family friend or relatives who might be able to give up their time the 28th through the 31st, please encourage them to do so. This is a test grade, so students are required to find their required number of judges to get a good grade on it. Other responsibilities that students need to look out for is the fees that are paid for the debate team. So because this year, with everything going on, and because we're not able to host our own individual tournament, fees are going to be a little bit higher. So if your student is debate one, which means that this is their first year doing debate, they have to provide $300, and anyone else that's a returner needs to give $400. These are very important just because we're not giving a lot of budget for the speech and debate team here, unfortunately. And whenever we go out and compete at tournaments, we are charged entry fees and judges fees. So a lot of these accumulate, especially with a team as big as Memorials with close to 90 people on the team. So if you are able to provide this kind of support, all of it goes back to the students. None of it is going anywhere else. This is solely for the program, which is why it's very important that students are turning in their fees promptly and on timely. I'm asking for them to have them in before this month is over, or by the beginning of October, to have everything in. I know times are difficult, especially in this pandemic going on. So if you are not able to provide that financial support for the team, please reach out. Please tell your student to come talk to me. I'm more than willing to find accommodations for these type of issues. So please don't feel bad about reaching out, or if you aren't able to provide that kind of support right now. Overall, I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to be coaching speech and debate again. I'm very excited to be giving back to a community that is very close to my heart. So please, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, reach out to me through email. My email is carlos.diaz@springbranchic.com. It is unfortunate that I will not be able to meet you guys in person, at least for the time being. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you around.